Queen of clubs. Oh my God!
Ricky.
The one-outer.
Slicky Ricardo.
So, it's been a number of years of poker where I remember hands way worse. And I've definitely dished out
Race
tickets I've
150.
never remembered.
Right.
But that one I just don't think. So I ended with I don't think that happened. He's like, you were in a red tank top, and I was like, in the year he was saying, did I own a red tank top? And I was like, I don't think so. No, I was definitely in a tank top. That was the fair.
That guy obviously remembers that hand very vividly. 600.
I think someone else in a
come
tank
backwards.
top must have quad-over-quadded him. I think.
6 to play.
I've never had 600K chips in the main, though. My main event record is abysmal. I've min cashed once. And I've played it like, I don't know, 10 times or something. Abysmal.
Not everybody can be Jake.
I always draw in stupid fucking ways, too. Either me or them. It's always like one party does something really dumb day one and I leave.
Yeah.
You won a big tournament, right?
I won some big. My tournament record's very good.
Right.
But my main event specifically record is I'm one of the worst players to ever play the main.
Did you play
Pocket
10
nines
years I
So
won
much
min cash.
variance,
for Slicer.
Even if it's a sample size of 10, isn't it just so much variance?
I'm just saying 10 years of playing it with one min cash is
Right.
definitely like
under?
let's say I'm a break-even player in the main. I hope that's not true. But let's just say I'm supposed to have cashed for like never gonna succeed 4K or something.
425.
Jake making it 425 with Queen High.
Yeah, air. Just tired of not getting any hands here. Making Queen 10 into a real one here. Applying pressure on Slicer. Slicer not having it makes the call.
Which game?
I don't know.
Good card for Slicer. If he was a non-believer on the flop,
Every year I lose.
he's not going to be too worried about the 8 of spades. Will Jake
Cat
fire
game, yeah, the cat game.
one more time?
Cat game you played. Cat game you played. How much did you win the big game?
Almost every TV cash game I've lost. Almost all. I think. So I lost various amounts.
Minus the lodge.
I lost I don't remember how big it was. 500K. I don't really remember. Pot versus Patrick Antonius, where he lost 100K on the flop, where like they were playing like props, where like they had written down like Jack 7-3 you win, 6-4 deuce you win, and the flop came out like 6-6-3 or something, and they're like, all right, Patrick, you're down 100K, and then I just tried
Jake
to flop.
fires
Well,
again.
that was fucking stupid.
925.
The guy's down $100,000 on props on the flop.
Right.
Wow.
It was 6-4.
Where were you playing? Bobby Strim or something?
No, it was in
Nice
Australia.
bet here from Jake. Has Slicer thinking about it here. How will the nines navigate? Jake's been pretty quiet all afternoon, so he has created an image
So what I would do, though, I did it for a couple of years.
where he's no maniac today.
Summer there when it's winter here. So you just go there for a few months in the winter.
Slicer makes the
You
call.
get a few
Another
months,
great
right?
call
So
from
you
him
get
in the
a
one
while.
seat. To the
And
river
then
we
you just,
go.
like, get to have
Is
nice
there a
summer
queen or a
weather
10
and
for
it's
Jake?
very nice.
There's
Nope.
not. And another good card there for Slicer. Less likely that Jake has a king now once the king of diamonds
You can't go
falls
for, like, short.
from
Yeah,
the
it's
sky.
really
Yeah. Which I could never do.
Yeah. Check.
Will Jake empty the clip and fire in his remaining 2.6? His only chance of winning the pot needs to be for all of it, and even that
Melvin. apparently.
will unlikely get through.
Melbourne.
They call it Melvin.
That's how the locals say it.
I think he's going to go for it, Ray.
Yeah, just like in Boston, every town is pronounced the opposite way that we would pronounce it. The locals, a lot of it, Dorchester and Worcester, they pronounce it really weird. There's Dorchester in Boston.
Not a great card to be bluffing at, but nonetheless, Jake going to go for it.
He is.
Slicer scratches the face. If he's called the entire way, he's calling river. No way he gets away. Slicer will make the call.
Broad bulls, people can't say that.
85.
Nick said he'd
22,
snap. He
85.
didn't snap, but he is going to call.
Yeah, he's calling. No way he lays this down. You call flop and turn, you cannot lay this down for 2.6. Pot's too big right now. Just under 3-1.
Playing chip move.
He's calling, Rick. No way we lay this down.
Makes the call.
King's full?
Jake says king's full.
Good call. Nice, nice
You
call.
got a little crazy with the king 8, huh?
And Jake's going to rebuy with some of the World Series of Poker main event money that he won.
We changed subjects, so we're about to leave. We're at the front door, and I look over, and the hand we have is now enough time has passed where it's up on the screen. And I look, and he's got 9-8, which is a bricked gutter. And I'm like, you son of a bitch! You just spent like 5 minutes talking to me about that hand, lying about what you have on stream.
Aces for Jay.
I can see your cards.
It was probably worse for the viewers that didn't show, but it was the personal satisfaction.
Yeah.
75.
See if Jaywin can make his aces pay off. He usually has 1 or 2 hands a stream where he seems to get a lot of value.
Jake is going to be his Huckleberry, instantly raising with queens.
Oh my goodness.
And you always know it's a real hand when they are playing, getting involved in the pot right after being stacked, haven't even gotten their chips back, or they win a big pot and they're still stacking and they still want to put chips in the middle. They got a real one. This is a cooler. Aces, queens. How is Jaywin always on the right end of these?
That's what I say. Every stream, it seems 2 or 3 hands.
4-bet incoming.
What does Jake do here?
Jake's going to play it aggressively, I'd imagine.
Just got stacked.
Just got stacked, wants his money back. Queens, good enough. If you have it, you have it, sir. Chip's likely going in the middle right here.
He just didn't count on so much time having passed to where you
Like
can
30
get
minutes
to
delay
the
or something.
Just calls.
Perhaps roads to an exit, but these queens in rough shape. Let's see how high the flop will be. It's 8 high. This is trouble for queens. What's Jaywin going to see bet to here? He has the ace of hearts. Going to be small, less than half pot, I'd imagine. 500, less than that maybe.
wager 6.
Goes for 6. Jake going nowhere. Will he raise or will he just flat? Not holding any hearts. Might elect to play these queens a little bit quickly, but he just calls.
He smells something is going on here.
I mean, Jay went early position in the +1. Not usually doing that light. 10 of hearts, ace of hearts for Jaywin. No hearts for Jake. Maybe he slows down. Maybe.
1 out, the queen of clubs.
Jaywin's going to put him to the test, though. Nut blocker here for Jay, so. Checks. Interesting. And Jake will check behind and reevaluate here on the river. Who knows? Could easily stuff it too. All options in play.
I think it's more inclined to make a bet here.
Yep. See roads for that too. Doesn't want to risk having another heart fall here on the river. Imagines if Jaywin had aces or kings, would probably continue firing. So might be a believer in his pair of queens, but he slows down.
Queen of clubs. Oh my God!
Ricky.
The 1-outer.
Slicky Ricardo. The Messiah, the Saint. The 1-outer from another galaxy. It's the World Series of Poker. Run good for the 4 seat. And my goodness, Jaywin, perhaps we jinxed him. Always on the right end, but not right now.
Jake from State Farm.
Folks, Lodge Live, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. Like and subscribe. Jaywin's going to need to up his policy, his premiums, perhaps. My goodness, Jake. Going to get a full rebate from being stacked on the previous hand. It's all going in, folks. Little double check. That's what Trip Queens looks like. Yep, that's what it looks like.
The discount double check from Jake from State Farm. There you go.
Rick firing on all cylinders right now.
My
Calls
goodness.
the card. Has his State Farm lines all queued up.
All in moment.
And there's the rip.
And can Jaywin get away?
He can't.
Can't get away.
No, he can't. Too much money in this pot. He's holding the ace of hearts. He just saw Jake bluff it off. I mean, they're usually never going all in bluffs back-to-back hands. That's very, very rare. He might be worried about queens.
2150.
But you can't. You got to pay it off. You hate it. You got to pay it off. He's got 1,700 behind. The spot's at 8K. Having the ace of hearts is tough. It's blocking the nuts. Blocking the nuts.
Oh, my God.
It smells like queen. Maybe it's 10-10 in some worlds. Whatever it is, it's brutal for Jaywin here in the 2 seed.
Hands was out in the hand?
At least one of them. Maybe not this one.
Jake is talking to Doug now.
This one I'm not sure.
You working on your all in a chat game right now?
That's funny.
I am actually.
He's practicing on you. He's not going to engage his opponent. He's going to practice on Doug. When he gets good enough, he'll engage his actual opponent.
I appreciate it. It's a nice touch.
I got sick of him in the main, just like having to be quiet for so long. Stairs, like I gotta work some more.
I think you got to do what I think Scott Stever does, where like you just convince yourself that you have it, whether you do or not, and then you just talk as if you have it.
What was the thing he used to do when he was in the tank? It was like revolutionary at the time. He was just like, he covered his net or something. I'm trying to think of what he did, like this or something. You don't remember? You probably.
Interesting how this table's having a. What would you do if you're on the river tanking conversation while Jaywin is in the summertime blender, 107 degrees outside, calm, cool on the inside, lots of lights, table 11.
Under the
And
lights.
he's just chatting away. Like
That was pretty cool.
it was pretty sweet.
Ugh.
No, it's really cool the way he does it.
Specifically, I think it was like those poker
Jaywin
stars.
paid off Cinnabon early on in the first hour. Now we are past 5 o'clock, 5:11 Central Standard Time. Only thing he's beating here is jacks. That's correct, but incorrect on what Jake has. Looks to be like Jaywin is leaning towards a fold. He's going to lay it down. He's folding.
I'm sorry, guys. I won't make them off.
Said this earlier and then ended up making the call. Usually when Jaywin picks up the cards like that, I thought he would send him into the muck. But the pot's pretty big, and he is holding 2 aces. They might be going back in. Who knows? Getting a good price.
Makes the call. And Jake, one hand from getting stacked, now
That
gets
was a
it all
weird one
back.
because I knew what you had because you showed me your cards again. So like, I'm sweating it out.
I wasn't as careful when it was
And
heads up.
you're chatting
Shows
to
the
me, and
ladies.
I know what you have. So I'm just like, this is a weird dynamic.
Because by the time they were in season like 6, he was not.
Sopranos. Were you a Sopranos guy? I was.
I was, yeah.
That's true.
After the fact. I watched it a couple of years after.
My favorite until Breaking Bad came along.
Watched that too.
Took a year and a half for them to even come out.
They were.
I could use a new show to watch.
They just couldn't
It's on
come to
HBO,
terms.
so it's like
People kept holding out.
Something like that, but from the time that second to the last season to the, it was like a year and a half wait. It was worse than Ozark. It was worse than Meadows took forever to come out. Yeah.
Pocket queens for Jake. Facing a raise from Cinnabon to 200. And Jake says we're playing for a little bit more. $650 is the new price. And John looks to be tired of folding. Wants to set mine with the threes, perhaps. But the action first on Doug with a suited ace. We could have Doug on Jake Violence.
Here we go.
We do.
All in.
That's going to do it for everybody. It's going to be a snap from Jake. Doug's in trouble. Got this weird feeling that an ace is coming. Ace of hearts.
I hope it's not aces, Doug. I hope it's not aces. Oh, thank God it's not aces. Just
Ace of hearts
So
on,
there's
the,
the call.
on the turn.
Just run it once. I'm feeling good about this one. Do you have an ace?
Doug's?
All right. So
Ace of hearts, turn.
All right.
Could be.
Spades either. I didn't have spades.
You're feeling good about the
literally dead.
ace.
You can't even make a straight here.
No ace yet.
You make quads, actually. It's not running 10, is it?
Oh my God!
Ace or a 10 now.
10 and 8.
Oh my God! Doug is trying to get a high five from Jake. Ain't happening.
Wow, what a really well played hand.
What a luck box. The ace from space. Wasn't the ace of hearts, but the ace of diamonds will do. Full double up for Mr. Polk.
Spades, it was definitely not going to come. You would have even me out.
You just love to see it.
Honestly, rewarded for your patience.
Do not play your ace 5 suited like that at home, folks. The ace never comes for
Look
you.
at the smile on his face.
Wow, back from the dead.
Tried to get a high five from Jake.
Man, I had a side bet that Doug was losing the most today, too.
That
That screwed up my side bet. So it cost me $100. I'm even running bad on the side bets, Rick.
Doug gets a bunch of money back. Jake now loses 3,600.
Gross.